Range Scale guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video guys, we are going to be looking at what the weekly Nightfall reward is, because this weapon, I will say, has had one of the greatest glow ups I think I've ever seen with the weapon, really. Because some weapons come out with really terrible rolls, and then Bungie decide to give it some love, and they just turn insane. So what we're going to be looking at today is going to be the wall style grenade launcher. Now, I went over this when I actually did get it back, when I got the glow up, but the reason I want to go over it again is because this thing's an absolute banger. I mean, this thing can go in really well in PvE. Obviously, it's going to be one of these weird ass sort of Tex Machina grenade launchers, so has double fire. Do not use this PvP unless you're an absolute freaking lunatic. I mean, it's just ass otherwise, because it shoots two little bolts and you got to hit both of them to max damage, where you can just use a normal GL, so there's no point. But PvE, that's where this thing cooks, because it can get things like incandescent. You can see on the screen you can get bait and switch on it. It has reconstruction on it as well. You have the danger zone too in this slot as well, which is really interesting. It honestly has some banger rolls now. Before, it had some of the worst rolls really for grenade launcher. Honestly, I don't even think anyone used it, but it is going to be what you get from the Nightfall this week. So obviously you can do GMs and guarantee yourself some adepts and everything like that. Otherwise, it's pure RNG to get yourself some rolls and everything like that. It's up to what you think. I think GMs, honestly, they're not too bad anymore with the power creep, so I would do GMs. But overall, Wallsaw, if you do get some rolls, I do definitely think that you should have a look at them and keep some of them, because it's honestly really dope PvE. But don't take my word for it, guys. We're gonna go into PvE with this. As I said, we're not doing PvP because, yeah, it will just cause me to go into a depression. I'm not gonna lie, it's so bad PvP. But PvE, of course, we're gonna use Wildstyle. So without further ado, let's go into PvE with the Wildstyle grenade launcher. Alrighty, so we are going to be going into the Devil's Lair, of course, with the little grenade launcher that could. And this is where it's going to obviously be, as I said, it's going to be really, really great. With the incandescent, you can kind of see getting going and everything. It does have Tex Machina slot on as well. I will say that I got the implosion rounds, but I do have reconstruction, of course, Vorpal too. So I could definitely use that, so I don't have to constantly reload and everything. It'll definitely be a lot nicer, especially with, of course, the you okay, buddy? But it'd be a lot nicer reconstruction with incandescent, because then you keep popping shots and you can just never really have to reload. It only goes to about 2 though, so like grenade launchers, they're kind of like the rocket launchers, where you can't obviously just go ham and just spam out bullets, but it is still going to be a lot nicer than having to manually reload. But as I said, when it comes to PvE, that's where this thing is just so nice, because you can just kind of get your shots going. I will say you can kind of get lucky with it. There is multiple ways to kind of use it, but I think the wall style grenade launcher, it's actually a really dope GL. I just think that people definitely will give this a bad rep, because when it first came out, I will say it was cheeks. It was one of the worst weapon rolls ever. It's one of those Bungie things, when a weapon comes out, sometimes it's just ass. But I will say that now it is pretty damn freaking dope, because you can do things like this, and you can just no scope and absolutely blast things. My man's actually using it. He didn't shoot it, but you gotta shoot that thing straight away. But there's the incandescent. Oh, it's so freaking glorious. I love it so much now, buddy. No freaking barriers, buddy. No freaking barriers. And I really should have all loading on or something. But you can see the damage isn't bad either. And as I said, incandescent, I use incandescent in this next room because obviously there's so many ads. But when I'll switch off to of course the Vorpal reconstruction one I have, because you can get actually some decent damage kind of going with this now. Buddy, I have nothing for this guy, and we're just gonna do that. And yep, I legit have like nothing for the what's it called. Oh, I have my auto on. Oh, I have an auto on. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, as I said, when you kind of get to the ads and everything, this is where this becomes glorious, because you can just get the shots and it just, look at all those damage values. There's just so many things getting hit. Oh, it's so glorious. And as I said, because this has a double barrel, oh, heal me, Poppy, thank you. Well, because this has a double barrel or a double kind of shot on it, I could basically bounce them off the walls, and you kind of see them kind of go around the place, and then they explode. So I just think overall this is just gonna be so dope for people. I mean, oh, I just love it so much. I just like the uniqueness of it too. There's not many in the game. I think there's there's this one, then there's, I don't know why I'm using the auto when he's stunned, but there's this, there's also the wild something or other from the dungeon from ages ago. So there's only like 2 of these in the game too. So when it comes to uniqueness, it's definitely up there as well. The one thing I am missing though is that I have no freaking ammo. What is this, Bungie? Give me some freaking ammo. Every time I review a heavy weapon, I don't get heavy weapons. Every time I review a special weapon, I get no special weapon. I go to freaking have a prime me. I probably run out of that crap, even though it's infinite. It's games sometimes. Give me some special, please. I've got all the ammo finders on and everything. Okay, I finally got some freaking ammo, so when these all come out the door, buddy. There's the incandescent, the ignite. Oh, it's so freaking glorious. I love it so much. I said, as soon as you get to add, like, where there's a bunch of ads around the place, this just becomes so much freaking better to kind of use and everything. I mean, It's just a dope ass grenade launcher. I know, obviously, these sorts of GLs, you're probably like, I can just shoot that with a normal one. And oh my god, I'm whiffing every shot. What the hell is this? But I know people would definitely be like to me, oh, I could just shoot a normal grenade launcher and do the same thing. I wouldn't particularly say that because, as I said, with the 2 shots, you can kind of bounce them off walls and get like a couple of like ricochets kind of going. But when it comes to ad potential, I just think that these just, they're so much freaking better. I think they can just go ham. I can definitely see, oh, but they've got the barrier. Oh, did I have radiant going? I must have radiant going. Oh my god, I didn't think my grenade launcher actually pop it. Well, as I said, when it comes to the ad potential and everything, that's where this just becomes so much freaking better. And I just love the way it freaking worked. Oh, heads off walls, get the shots going. Something run into that, please. Anything? Look at that though. 2 shots. Oh, the potential is just nuts. Alright, final boss time, of course, with the little wall style of code. And this is where, as I said, with the good reconstruction, and of course, warp roll, it actually is pretty nice. I do have some speed on this too, so the velocity actually isn't bad either. But this is where the damage can actually go in pretty well now. You can see it's not gonna really always one tap or anything. Like, it does decent damage, but it ain't gonna be an ad clear machine when you get warp roll and everything on it, and also ain't gonna be like, I don't know, the most potential DPS weapon. But as you can kind of see with the reconstruction, you can get 2 shots off pretty quickly. You don't even need to reload. You can kind of just run around or just shoot and then obviously dip through the weapon. So you can do things like that if you want to. As I said, there is definitely some other roles for this weapon. Some people like bait and switch as well because you get that extra, what is it, 35% or something like that. Bait and switch is just obviously, bait and switch is kind of nutty in general. But it's just kind of what you're looking for. If you're looking for obviously DPS and everything, bait and switch obviously a bit better, or Vorpal. Or if you want just general sort of eye clear potential, that is where the incandescent comes in really clutch. But you can kind of see that it is a really nice sort of grenade launcher. As I said, the damage isn't bad at all when you get the reconstruction kind of going on it. Oh, give me the ammo. Oh, it's like just hit it. Give it to me. Oh my god, can I not get in here? What? I'm legit getting my ammo. My ammo! Give me the freaking ammo! My good god, guys, kill the freaking servitor. I put it to 1 HP like 10 years ago. Okay, you know what? Sometimes you just have to give up on certain weapons. Do I have blinding nades on? Oh, that would be really interesting. I forgot that actually is a really nice combo on it too, is that if you get blinding nades, you have to obviously the double shots. Oh my god, look at that damage. But if you do get a blinding nades roll, it means you can just like spam a shot at a bunch of enemies and then you can just blind obviously all of them. Has a good blast radius because there is kind of basically 2 shots going off as well, and they both will blind, so as I said, there's definitely reasons to use this grenade launcher. Don't think that just because it's a little bit different to your standard grenade launchers, or that grenade launchers aren't exactly the meta. Don't think that they're going to be bad at all. As I said, blinding nades are still super influential in a lot of content. Obviously, freaking rocket sidearms go ham, and they take up a lot of people's. Whoa, my god, boys. Freaking relax there. Oh my god, I got melted. But yeah, obviously, PvE and everything, rocket sidearms are freaking nuts. So a lot of people kind of go in with them. But I still do think that grenade launchers with blinding nades, some of the best end-game content or end-game weapons you can really use. So 100% the wall style grenade launcher. Get some good rolls of this. Honestly, it's had a massive glow up. I'm still pissed. Can I get in this way? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Well, yeah, I will say that this weapon, get it from the Nightfall this week. You can get it at versions as well. I didn't get lucky enough there with my roll. Did I? Nope, I didn't get it. I got a shader. What? Well, that's it for me. And of course, the wall style grenade launcher itself. As I said, this weapon, it looks hella dope too. I didn't even go over the looks and everything. I love the graffiti kind of look to it. There is a depth version of this, of course, you can get from Grandmasters and everything like that. But I just think overall, based off the rolls you can kind of get now, this thing is pretty juicy. I'm not gonna lie. I love it so much. If we ever do get into a grenade launcher meta, if we ever get like breaching clear or something again, wall style is gonna be so dope. I know there's a lot of kind of solo weapons in the game, or there is another version of this as said from the dungeon and whatnot, but I love the kind of dual fire. I love it in PvE. PvP, obviously, I absolutely despise it because it's just terrible. And PvE is definitely where I feel like this goes absolutely ham. Obviously, rolls wise, you got reconstruction vorpals, reconstruction bait and switch, reconstruction incandescent. I know I'm saying reconstruction a lot because it's just a really good break. You only get to max 2, but it's still really solid for freaking damage. But yeah, I just had to kind of go over it again because I don't think I've ever seen a weapon get such a massive kind of glow up. I mean, this used to be, when it first came out, just one of the worst rolled weapons. I think Danger Zone was like the only thing on it. I'm pretty sure this didn't even have incandescent, and not because incandescent wasn't a thing, they just didn't give a grenade launcher it. So it basically made this like worthless compared to other weapons and everything. But now you can get your hands on it. I know people are gonna say to me, I got a rocket sidearm, let's just like show up. Yeah, rocket sidearms are broken, okay? They're insane. But when it comes to some content, I'm telling you, get some blinding grenades going, or if you just want to be able to sit back and pop long shots with this sort of thing, it is really, really dope for that. Or ag tier potential as well. Rocket sidearms have decent blast radius, but nothing compared to like grenade launches and everything. So I would 100% say, if you are going to be doing some nightfalls this week, have a look out and keep any of these sorts of rolls you get, because you can get some juicy ones. I would love if actually they brought out maybe a strand version of this as well, stasis or something. Imagine shield clip stasis with 2 shots. It would just be magical. Honestly, it'd be so dope. I think we need more sort of damage archetypes for this sort of grenade launcher. I think the other one's arc. But regardless, if you like the video,